Imagine waking up completely aware but unable to move a muscle. A terrifying presence looms, a weight on your chest, an icy grip on your throat. You try to scream but nothing comes out. Is it a ghost? A demon? An alien abduction? What if I told you this isn't a nightmare but a very real phenomenon known as sleep paralysis? For years, I endured these waking nightmares, convinced something sinister had found its way into my room. Every episode felt like a personal haunting, until I finally uncovered the truth. If you've ever experienced the chilling sensation of being awake but paralyzed, then this video is for you. Together, we're going to unlock the secrets of sleep paralysis, from terrifying folklore to cutting-edge neuroscience, and reveal what's really going on when your mind wakes up, but your body doesn't. Let's dive in. Part 1. What is sleep paralysis? Sleep paralysis is a state in which a person is conscious but unable to move or speak, typically occurring when falling asleep or waking up. It's often accompanied by hallucinations, intense fear, and a sense of presence, as if someone or something is in the room with you. But here's the twist. It's completely normal and surprisingly common. Studies suggest that around 8% of the general population has experienced sleep paralysis at least once in their life. Among students, the number jumps to nearly 28%. If you suffer from PTSD or anxiety, you're even more likely to experience it. But why does this happen? Part 2. The science of sleep paralysis. To understand sleep paralysis, we need to explore the architecture of sleep. Sleep is divided into stages, including NREM, non-rapid eye movement, and REM, rapid eye movement sleep. REM is when dreams occur, and during REM your brain paralyzes most of your muscles so you don't physically act out your dreams. This paralysis is called REM atonia, and it's essential for safe dreaming. Now here's where it gets weird. In sleep paralysis, your brain wakes up before your body does. You become aware, but the REM atonia hasn't worn off. You're trapped in a paralyzed body, often still half dreaming. Your eyes may move, you can breathe, but you can't move or speak. And because your brain is still fogged with dream residue, it fills in the blanks with terrifying hallucinations. The result? You feel awake in a horror movie that your own brain is directing. Part 3. The hallucinations, why they feel so real. Let's talk about the 3 classic types of hallucinations during sleep paralysis. The intruder. A shadowy figure in the room. You can feel it watching you. Maybe it's walking toward you. Maybe it's whispering. It's often associated with pure dread and malevolence. The incubus. You feel pressure on your chest, like something is sitting on you or pinning you down. Breathing feels difficult. Historically, this was seen as a demonic attack. Vestibular motor hallucinations. These are out-of-body experiences. You feel like you're floating, flying, or moving outside your own body. These hallucinations are vivid, multisensory, and emotionally intense. Why? Because the brain regions involved include the amygdala, fear center, the visual cortex, and the parietal lobe, which governs your sense of body and space. The result is hallucinations that feel more real than reality. Part 4. Cultural interpretations. Sleep paralysis around the world. Sleep paralysis has been part of global folklore for centuries. Different cultures, same terrifying experience. In Japan, it's called kanashibari, meaning bound by metal. It's often thought to be caused by vengeful spirits. In Nigeria, the Yoruba call it Ogun Oru, a demonic attack during dreams. In Mexico, it's known as Se me subió el muerto, a dead body climbed on top of me. In Scandinavian folklore, the nightmare is a mare, a malicious entity that rides the chest of sleeping victims. Yes, this is where the word nightmare comes from. Even in the United States, early Puritans believed it was the work of witches, what we'd now call old hag syndrome. Isn't it fascinating that across continents, people who had never met all described the same terrifying encounter? It makes you wonder, is this just biology, or is something else going on? Part 5. Ancient explanations versus modern neuroscience. For most of human history, sleep paralysis was explained supernaturally. Demons, spirits, witches, aliens, depending on your belief system, the intruder took a different form. Then came neuroscience. Today, we understand that these experiences are created by a brain in conflict. The prefrontal cortex, logic, is waking up while the limbic system, emotion, is still in overdrive. The visual system is running half on dream logic, half on sensory data. It's like dreams and waking reality are cross-wired for a few terrifying minutes. Yet, even knowing this, the experience can feel profoundly spiritual or paranormal. Why? Because your brain isn't just processing the world, it's creating it. Part 6. Triggers and Risk Factors. So what causes sleep paralysis? Here are the top triggers: sleep deprivation, irregular sleep schedule, stress and anxiety, sleeping on your back, substance use, especially stimulants or certain medications, narcolepsy or other sleep disorders. In fact, sleep paralysis is often the first sign of narcolepsy, especially if it's frequent and paired with daytime sleepiness. If you've had it once or twice, it's probably benign. If it's happening regularly, it's worth talking to a doctor. Part 7. How to stop or prevent sleep paralysis. While there's no magic cure, there are proven strategies to reduce or prevent sleep paralysis. Fix your sleep schedule. Go to bed and wake up at the same time daily. Avoid stimulants, especially before bedtime. Limit screen time. Blue light disrupts melatonin production. Manage stress. Meditation, journaling, and therapy can help. Don't sleep on your back. It's the most common position for paralysis. Some people report success with lucid dreaming techniques, such as reality checks or maintaining awareness while falling asleep. These can help you regain control if paralysis begins. And most importantly, don't panic. Sleep paralysis always ends. Part 8. Can you die from sleep paralysis? Let's clear this up. No, you cannot die from sleep paralysis. It might feel like you're suffocating, being crushed, or under attack, but your body is still breathing. Your brain just isn't letting you move voluntarily yet. However, chronic sleep paralysis can affect mental health. It's associated with increased anxiety, depression, and poor sleep quality. So if it's interfering with your life, it deserves serious attention. Part 9. Sleep paralysis in pop culture. Sleep paralysis has inspired everything from paintings and books to horror movies. The Nightmare by Henry Fuseli, 1781, shows a demon crouching on a sleeping woman's chest, a classic incubus hallucination. The Netflix documentary The Nightmare features real people describing their paralysis experiences, and it's genuinely terrifying. Films like Insidious, Veronica, and even The Haunting of Hill House have drawn directly from sleep paralysis accounts. Why does it work so well in horror? Because it's real, and once you've felt that creeping dread, it stays with you. Part 10. Final Thoughts. Turning fear into curiosity. Sleep paralysis is one of the most disturbing, awe-inspiring, and mysterious experiences the human mind can create. It can feel like an attack from the other side, or a glitch in the matrix, but in reality, it's a natural, explainable phenomenon that sits at the crossroads of neuroscience, psychology, and ancient mythology. The next time you find yourself paralyzed in bed, staring into the dark, remember this: you're not alone. Millions of people around the world have stood where you're standing or lying right now, and now you understand what's happening. So instead of fear, maybe just for a second, lean into the mystery. Thanks for watching. If you've ever experienced sleep paralysis, share your story in the comments. Let's build a space for others to learn, connect, and heal. And if this helped you, don't forget to like and subscribe, because knowledge really can turn terror into understanding. Until next time, sleep well, and maybe leave a light on. No more. Be more.